Welcome to Wealth with Yasma, where we turn financial struggles into success stories. Today, we have a question for you. Have you ever found yourself in a financial emergency with no savings to fall back on? Imagine you're cruising along life's highway when suddenly you hit a financial pothole. This could be anything from an unexpected medical bill, a sudden job loss, or a major car repair. These are the moments that test your financial resilience. Without a safety net, these unexpected costs can lead to stress, debt, and even bankruptcy. But what if there was a way to weather these storms with a bit more ease? That's where an emergency fund comes in. An emergency fund is like a financial umbrella, shielding you from the rain of unexpected expenses. It's not just about money, it's about peace of mind. Being prepared for a financial emergency offers peace of mind and financial stability. Now you might be thinking, what exactly is an emergency fund? Well, let's dive right into it. An emergency fund, in its simplest form, is a stash of money set aside to cover the financial surprises life throws your way. These unexpected events can be stressful and costly. Here's where your emergency fund comes in. Imagine your emergency fund as a financial buffer, a cushion if you will. It's there to soften the blow of unforeseen expenses, whether it's a sudden job loss, a major car repair, or an unexpected health issue. It's like a financial safety helmet, ready to protect you when you take a tumble. Now you may ask, how is this different from my general savings or investment funds? Well, think of it this way. Your general savings might be for planned expenses like a vacation, a new car, or a home renovation. And your investment funds, those are your long-term wealth builders, potentially growing over time and providing for your future. But your emergency fund, it's not for planned expenses or wealth building. It's for those "oh no" moments. It's the money you can easily access without derailing your other financial goals or incurring penalties from early withdrawal of investments. One more thing to remember. An emergency fund is not a luxury, it's a necessity. It's not just for the rich, it's for everyone. Because let's face it, emergencies don't discriminate. They can happen to anyone at any time. So just as you wouldn't drive a car without a spare tire, you wouldn't want to navigate through life without an emergency fund. It's your financial lifeline, your parachute when you need to make a safe landing in the midst of a financial storm. An emergency fund is your personal financial safety net. It's there to catch you when life's unexpected expenses come knocking. So let's start building it, one step at a time, because in the world of personal finance, it's better to be safe than sorry. So, you understand what an emergency fund is, but why do you need one? Well, life has a funny way of throwing curveballs at us when we least expect it. When it comes to finances, these unexpected surprises can be daunting and even catastrophic if we are not prepared. That's where an emergency fund comes in. Imagine this. You're cruising along in life, everything is going well, and then, out of the blue, you lose your job. In the blink of an eye, your steady income stream dries up. Without a financial safety net, you could find yourself in a tight spot, struggling to cover your bills and daily expenses. But with an emergency fund, you have a buffer that can keep you afloat while you look for a new job. Or consider another scenario. You or a loved one falls seriously ill. Medical emergencies can strike at any time, and they often come with hefty bills. Even with health insurance, you might be faced with high deductibles and out-of-pocket costs. Again, an emergency fund can be your financial lifeline, helping you navigate through this challenging time without sinking into debt. And let's not forget about those unexpected repairs, a leaking roof, a broken down car, a malfunctioning refrigerator. These are not just inconveniences, they're expenses, sudden, unexpected expenses that can disrupt your budget and cause financial stress. But with an emergency fund, you're prepared. You can handle these surprises without breaking a sweat or your budget. Even sudden travel needs can be covered. Perhaps a loved one falls ill and you need to fly across the country on short notice. With an emergency fund, you're able to do so without worrying about where the money will come from. In essence, an emergency fund is your financial safety net, giving you peace of mind and stability. It cushions you against the unexpected and provides you with the freedom to handle life's surprises on your own terms. An emergency fund is not just a nice to have, it's a need to have. The next question is, how much should you save in your emergency fund? This can seem like a daunting task, but let's break it down to make it more manageable. The size of your emergency fund can vary greatly depending on your individual circumstances. Factors such as your monthly expenses, income, and dependents all play a role in determining how much you should be setting aside. For instance, if you're a single person with no dependents and a stable job, you might need less than someone with a family to support and a fluctuating income. A general rule of thumb, however, is to aim for 3 to 6 months' worth of living expenses. This means you should calculate how much you spend on essentials every month, things like rent or mortgage, groceries, utilities, and transportation, and multiply that by 3 to 6. But why 3 to 6 months? Well, this range gives you a good buffer in case you lose your job or face a significant unexpected expense. It might take you 3 months or more to find a new job. And if you encounter a large, unanticipated bill, you'll have a safety net to fall back on. Remember, this is just a guideline. If it makes you feel more secure to have 9 months or even a year's worth of expenses saved up, go for it. The key is to have a cushion that makes you feel financially secure. Also, don't be discouraged if you can't save this amount right away. The goal isn't to reach this target overnight. Instead, focus on setting aside a little bit each month. Even a small amount can add up over time. In the end, the purpose of an emergency fund is to give you peace of mind. It's there to help you weather financial storms without toppling your entire financial structure. It's about having the freedom to handle life's unexpected twists and turns without spiraling into debt. Your emergency fund should cover your essential expenses for a few months. It's not about hitting a specific number, but about providing a safety net that allows you to navigate financial surprises with ease and confidence. So start today and build your way towards financial resilience. Now that we know why and how much to save, how do we start building this fund? Let's dive into the practical steps to create an emergency fund. First, it's crucial to establish a monthly savings goal. This is the amount you aim to set aside each month for your emergency fund. The goal should be realistic and achievable, yet ambitious enough to help you reach your target quickly. Remember, it's not about how much you earn, but how much you save that matters. Next, it's time to scrutinize your expenses. Identify areas where you can cut back. These may be non-essential expenses like that morning coffee from the fancy cafe or the premium streaming service that you rarely use. Every bit saved is a step closer to your emergency fund goal. Now, you might be wondering, how do I ensure I stick to my savings plan? The answer is automation. Set up automatic transfers from your primary account to your emergency fund. This way, you save without even thinking about it. It's like a personal financial assistant working for you around the clock. Also, consider using a separate high-yield savings account for your emergency fund. This allows your money to grow faster due to the higher interest rates. But remember, this fund is for emergencies only. Resist the temptation to dip into it for non-essential expenses or luxuries. It's also a good idea to increase your income streams if possible. This could be through a side job, freelance work, or even selling items you no longer need. Additional income can significantly speed up the growth of your emergency fund. Lastly, be patient. Building a robust emergency fund takes time. It's a marathon, not a sprint. Celebrate small victories along the way and remember why you started. Starting an emergency fund may seem challenging, but with consistent effort, you can build a safety net and secure your financial future. Keep pushing forward, and before you know it, you'll have a fully funded emergency fund ready to protect you from life's financial surprises. Before we wrap up, let's revisit the key points we've discussed today. Firstly, we delved into the crucial role an emergency fund plays in our financial lives. It's our buffer against unexpected financial crises, be it a sudden job loss, a health emergency, or an unforeseen home repair. Secondly, we explored the question of how much to save. While there's no one-size-fits-all answer, a common rule of thumb is to aim for 3 to 6 months' worth of living expenses. Finally, we walked through the practical steps to start building your emergency fund. Start small, make saving habitual, and gradually increase your contributions. Consider setting up automatic transfers to your savings account and look for a savings account with a high interest rate to help your money grow. Remember, an emergency fund is your financial safety net. Start building yours today because financial peace of mind is priceless. Before we end this video, if you found the content helpful and illuminating, we'd appreciate it if you could give it a thumbs up. Your likes help us reach more people and spread financial literacy, which we believe is an essential tool for everyone. Also, don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more financial tips and advice. We're constantly updating our content to provide you with the most relevant and practical information to help you navigate your financial journey. Remember, your financial success is our goal. We're here to provide guidance, demystify complex financial concepts, and help you make informed decisions. So join our community by hitting that subscribe button and turning on notifications so you never miss an update. Thank you for watching, and here's to your financial success.